Star Trek Voyager, Across the Unknown. Going to be starting a brand new game here on Years of Hell. I've been playing this game for a bit now. I feel like I've got a really good understanding of how it works. I think we can
a few days
go
back,
all the
this
way,
Captain...
and I want to share that. Same as anything else, anytime that I find a game that I really, really enjoy, I kind of want to just share the fun with everybody. This is... obviously it follows the story of Star Trek Voyager. It's a resource management / combat kind of game, basically. Some people have criticized it for its fairly basic presentation, but the actual gameplay is very engaging. I'm not going to use any real exploits. I might do a little something early on which allows us to get some extra science points, basically. But I'm not going to be looking to exploit the game. There are a couple of things that you can do which essentially feel like cheating. I'm not really into that. So here we go, we've gone into the Badlands following the Marquis. We've been ripped out of there, right to the other side of the galaxy, just like in the show. And this first section is, I mean, a lot of it is sort of tutorial-y type stuff. There you go, the magnificent caretaker array. We know what that looks like. Now you can choose to use this thing to get you immediately back home. We're not going to do that. I think we'll do the whole exploration thing. Okay, so here we go. Here's the gist of the game. What we're going to do. Yeah. Got some skill checks, basically. It's RNG. It's the kind of thing that lets us get by. Just do is get some fuel. What we're going to do, simply because we don't have any morale to worry about, don't have to worry about food, we don't even have to worry about fuel at the moment. So we're going to start racking up some science points. There you go, you can see that there. We're now racking up science points. Now what you can do is that you can just stay here and you can just rack up those points ad infinitum. You can unlock the first 2 tiers of science without even having to do anything. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly around. We can't actually just sort of cycle through cycles. Something that I do want to do, let's get that going. Clearing rooms, very, very handy because that lets us get more resources. Again, there's not an awful lot that we can look at here. We're going to do that immediately, just so that we're getting more rewards from clearing rooms. All of these rooms, all of these major rooms need to be unlocked at some point. I'm going to go with that, just so that we've got more options for when we collect fuel. How are we doing with this? Okay, so everything's going very, very slowly at first. As soon as we get that deuterium, we'll kick off the next bit of the story. But for now... Now we don't want to do that. Just going to fly around just a little bit more. We're giving ourselves just a little bit of a head start. Fact is, this game, I think, is at its trickiest at the very start. That's when I think it's the most brutal. You have the fewest resources, and the game just seems to hate you. So we're giving ourselves just a wee little leg up. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, that definitely worth having. So we're getting more from clearing those rooms. That's nice. Don't need crew quarters just yet. Definitely very, very helpful. Anything that is going to get us more rewards, we want. We really want. Okay, we don't have any of that brainy stuff. What's that called? Tritanium. That's fine. We know that we're going to need to build these. So let's start building them. Again, all we're doing is getting ourselves a wee little bit of a head start. It's not quite cheating. We're not going to, you know... We're not going to just completely sort of smash the game to pieces right at the very start, but we are going to give ourselves a bit of a fighting chance. Again, this might seem a little bit unfair, but that RNG is going to absolutely smash us. It really, really does. Now this thing, I love putting that as the observation deck. If you're watching this, if you're interested in playing this game, if you're wondering how to get off to a slightly better start than you otherwise would, well, here you go. This is how you do it. That's probably... I want to get them Bussard collectors very, very quickly. I'm trying to think about where we're going to actually be placing our rooms as well. I want to be using the space efficiently. Obviously we're going to start off with these rooms that are already open. Yeah, sure. Okay, and I tell you what, we're going to crack on with the game now. Fulfilled promises. Gotta love them. What we might well do there, we might well build a... Yeah, cargo bay is actually very, very handy. I want to build a hydroponics bay there. Not build just yet. No work crews available. There we go. Don't need it right now, but we certainly will do. Let's go to the top of the map. Cool. Oh, good. It's actually... So we've had an update recently. And we can see from that that it's actually showing us what that cargo bay is doing. That's very, very welcome. Really glad for that as a new addition. I think that we also will have access to the Delta Flyer, if I am correct. So here we go. We're going to carry on with the story. We're going to collect that deuterium. What did we want here? We wanted Bussard collectors. Okay, so we can't do that just yet. What kind of want that ASAFP as well. I think we'll go for science, and then we'll go for the transporter room. The sooner we get that, the sooner we start reaping the benefits. We're going to go for the slightly safer option here. Yeah, so got a lot more available energy. One thing that we do want to do early on as well, any chance that we have to use Captain Janeway, whenever there's a dialogue option or anything, we want to do that. It's the only way to level her up. She doesn't go on away missions or anything like that. You have to use her in dialogue options, ideally get successes. Right. Yeah, we'll get to that ASAP. I'll tell you what we can do, actually. Thinking we don't need... We still haven't got any morale. Nobody will get upset if we don't do that. Can we take ourselves back to grey mode? Yes, we can. And that's absolutely fine. Not a problem. We haven't got any morale, so nobody's going to get too upset. See, we're not using any deuterium, we're still getting that science. One more cycle and we will have what we want. And that is enough. Start doing this and then do the transporter room. Do excuse me while we just screw around a little bit. I want to make sure that I'm getting the absolute tip-top most out of out of this sector. Don't know if we're going to need more. Maybe we will. Obviously that needs doing. Gonna have to fix that. What we'll do is we'll fix off repairing anything, because there is an order in which we have to sort of do everything. We've got to make sure that it all gets done properly. Okay, science tier 2. We need 70 science points before we can research that. And we're going to do that just before we go on our first away mission. Again, I don't consider it cheating because this game is brutal. Kind of seems kind of dumb. Imagine if Voyager did this. We're just going to go back and forth between a couple of planets, just get some science. To be fair, they do that in the first season. They just fly around an awful lot when you're like, haven't you guys got somewhere to be? Okay, here we go. So we can start researching. Yeah, go there. Transporter room. Soon as we've got that activated, we'll crack on with the mission. Giving ourselves just a wee little bit of a leg up here. Groovy. I mean, that's great as well. There's a lot of great stuff. As soon as you've got it researched, you really can see yourself sort of flying forward. It's just, this game's tough. It's very tough at the start. Very tough. Yes, we've got all of this done. That's very good. Yes, we're going to need all of this eventually. That's a very handy thing to have. Get the old sick bay working. Okay. What we're going to want is we're going to want Chakotay in charge, because he gives you a very nice boost when he is there. Quickly grab this. Again, we don't have any morale to worry about at the moment. That will come about when we activate the mess hall. That's fine. I know that we're going to come back to the array, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the slightly farther deuterium points. We're going to collect those first, and then we're going to crack on with the actual mission. RNG is effing us. Good. We've almost maxed out our deuterium. We can store 1,500 units of deuterium. We're almost at max there now. I think, without further ado, we should really get cracking with the mission. Fly to here first, and then we'll save, and then we're going to go to the array. And that's just, I mean, if anything catastrophic happens, we've got a little save. I'm not keen on save scumming. I don't want to do that too much, but you know, the option's there. You're free to use it. So there you go. One of the few times when Harry's quick-witted skill is a recommended trait. Guess there's just not much call for a smart-ass. Typically, that... Way to go! Doesn't really matter too much. Let's go for that. There's a chance to get some small science points. Yeah. Don't need that because we've actually got sort of maxed out our deuterium, so this might work, it might fail. Great, a few more science points. Right, wake up the tattooed man. Now that doesn't mean that we don't want Balana, but we got a chance to get some tritanium. Chakotay is an absolutely fantastic hero. I always like to have him leading my away teams. He's got a good set of skills. His survivalist trait is surprisingly commonly used. Yeah, and of course, there we go. Tuvok is in on it. They're spying on Chakotay. Yep. 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 Already ahead of you, Mr. Tuvok. Yeah, already done. Yeah, so there you go. It wants us to... yeah, there you go. We've got morale and everything that we've got to worry about. We're going to switch on the steam engine. Won't be too long before we got Neelix. Do we have sufficient housing? Yes, we do. We've got quite a lot of deuterium, so how about we start... I mean, obviously we're going to need this sort of further down the line. I think that's a surprise to anybody. I would like another work team. I don't think that's essential at the moment. Keep exploring the system while repairs are underway. Okay, I mean, we're burning through deuterium a little bit, but that's okay. We got the power for that. We're not going to actually get attacked until a certain story point is reached. Okay, we need brainy stuff to clear these. Okay, sure. I want another science lab. I want a bio lab as well. Harry's not here. Can we build a bio lab? No. Might hold off building another work team just for the Mo. You can see that our morale is plummeting, and that is because of this. There you go. Do we have the science to actually start doing something new? We should do. And that's useful, but that I don't find myself using. Hydroponics Bay is useful. Biolab is useful. We're going to go with the Ponics Bay first, because that can really save on energy. Basically, if you feed people with food instead of the replicators, you burn through far less energy than you otherwise would. So we're going to try and use Janeway. Appeal to his humanity. Yeah, go Janeway. Let's help little Blobby. Yep. Yeah, so we can go to the neighboring system. I don't think we need to stock up on more deuterium. Now, what you can do is from a distance, you can scan the system, and then you can choose exactly where you want to go. And this is a much more efficient way of doing things. So we're going to go for that planet. We're going to continue the story. Getting on with the main story tends to be a very good idea right from the off. You can see that we've got some good stuff here. We will be free to explore this at our leisure once we've got our objectives done. Let's go to Akampa. You know what I should have done? I should have put Chakotay in charge of the transporter room so that we get more of a boost. I don't know if you get anything from doing these optional things, but I tend to like to do them just in case there's a chance for somebody to get some XP or anything like that. Alright, Chakotay's really flipping keen to just get in there. Okay, I would have liked to have been able to save. Oh, here comes Neelix. Okay. He's actually really useful in this game. He's great in combat because he resets special abilities. And he's very, very good for your morale as well. So, you kind of want to put him in charge of the mess hall. He makes everyone happy. Unlike he did in the actual show. Actually, I've rewatched some Voyager. He's not as annoying as I remember him being. So there you go. He is our morale guy. Mr. Paris, you've been relieved. Sure, let's put him there. Are we working on hydroponics bay? Yes, we are. We're going to want one of those. We're going to want a massive one as soon as we can. Meantime, we've got a bit more sort of deuterium to spare. Let's crack on with this. We know that we're going to need to do that at some point. Oh, rebuild Voyager and explore the system or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Fine, 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 fine. It happens a couple of times. Sometimes you just have to wait until a certain point before you can advance. Let's explore this. Let's get some science points. I think that's fine. We're not urgent for those kinds of points. We do need a dash of deuterium. How about we go to that farthest one? I'm really glad that we've already got a cargo bay. It makes a difference. Okay, so there's Neelix just going on about how much he loves tomato soup. Tomato soup. Kazon, man. Kazon, they were the worst enemies in all of Star Trek. They were dreadful. I think anyone would have to agree. Okay, we're not going to fly into the atmosphere and use the pulsar collectors because we might well damage the ship. This is handily enough on our way. Great, we've got the hydroponics. Yeah, let's do that. It's fairly, you know, it's not an amazing kind of thing to have, but it is useful. We need just a little bit more deuterium. Let's grab that. Okay, there you go. Have that right next to the mess hall. It kind of makes sense. Gonna want a biolab sooner rather than later. Okay, so what happens if we get the yellow? Oh, didn't get the yellow. We got the best result. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy with that. Why can't I build? Oh yeah, I don't have the titanium. Uranium is the fixie stuff. Titanium is the brainy stuff. Oh, return later. Don't worry, it doesn't use a cycle or anything like that. It just means that you can do something like save if you kind of forgot to do it already. Yeah, so you can see there, survivalist and innovator. Well, we can't have an innovator. That would be Balana, who of course we did not rescue, at least not yet. Yeah, that's great. We get some fuel for that as well. Didn't get the gold, but we did get the reward. I've got a feeling that we're going to need Neelix for the next one, so we're going to do this, and we might well mess it up. No, we got it. Excellent. Got a little bit of got some points there. Now this is very handy because we're going to get a good morale boost for doing this, and we can't fail. So, I mean, judging by how that said, it's like, well, no, they weren't very convinced. Okay. Yeah, we don't really need the morale, we don't need the other award as well. So we're going to go with that. Now we might... That would be nice. That would be nice just because we're getting some big rewards from that. Okay, now we've actually maxed out our deuterium. Maybe we could do with another storage bay. Kind of forgot how much there is in this initial act. Hey, how did you two meet? Yeah, let's stop chops in. Yep, science lab's back. Med base here. Doctor is recruited. He's going to be excellent to put in charge of hydroponics bay. No. We're going to lose a little bit of morale. You can see that our morale is in the positive anyway. I might want to do that. But, we don't have to at the moment. I think, you know what? Yeah, we will. I'm always going to want at least 2 of those med bays. I'm going to want a large med bay, pretty much ASAP. But that'll do for now. Okay, so I suppose I could have just ran through a couple of cycles. We're absolutely fine. Our energy efficiency is pretty good at the moment. Yeah, I'm not putting him in charge of the med bay. Cass can do that. We haven't actually got anyone who's sick. You can always just swap these around as you see fit. I will want... Oh, no. Will want somebody in charge of these kinds of places. Can we restore... I don't tend to use this very much, but I do sometimes use it. Let's just double check what we got going. Inspired workforce. Oh yeah, that's who we didn't want to have. I will want the observation deck, which is a nice morale booster. Yeah, it's already repaired, mate. All we've got to do is switch it on. Food, of course, we can use that to feed our crew, and that's very, very handy. It stops us from having to use the replicators. It's also a good trade commodity as well. Food can be very, very easily replaced. We're gonna go with I want to see what we get if we go into the yellow. Even better, don't have to worry about it. Actually, we're gonna scoop up everything that we can in this particular sector. Now normally you kind of want to leave a little bit aside just in case you need to come back somewhere, but I don't think that we're going to be coming back here. The fact that we can quite easily store a lot of additional materials is good. So there you go, we're not really even close to capacity for our fuel. Okay, that's good. You see, a lot of our technology is not available, but it will be. That's good. Trying to think. I played this game through and completed it twice now. That would be really good. Combat now. Yeah, I want to be good at combat. Something that can absolutely scupper you is getting into a fight and just about scraping through, and then so much of the ship is damaged that what you should have done is spend the resources making it so that you wouldn't get so badly hurt in the first place. I think that we're going to take Neelix here just because we've got some technical stuff. See those spanners? See, he's coming along. The foreign warriors are back. Racist. So, I mean, we can't actually store any more deuterium, so that's a bit of a shame. That's going to be wasted. But hey-ho. Okay, I don't really care if we pass this or not. It doesn't matter. It's really the last one that matters. You know what? I'd rather have those science points, thanks. So we're absolutely not making the most of Cass at all. Yeah. Great. Okay, not bad. We got some XP. We succeeded. Nobody died. Always a good thing. Hey, Balana. Yeah, the Ocampo are idiots. They suck. So basically they're like adult children, and the caretaker is just looking after them. They're completely helpless. The Kazon just would instantly kill the crap out of them. Yeah, so there you go. The caretaker's trying to keep the Ocampans alive. But he is dying. Okay, so this is a pretty easy little combat run. We select our heroes. Tuvok, brilliant. Harry's pretty good. You don't get any XP.
What are your orders, Captain?
For using these guys in combat. There's a couple of ways that you can do this.
Moving to attack the front,
We're going to go
Captain.
for their weapons. Once we've got Klingon Balana, because that character can be split into a human and
Ability
Klingon
ready, Captain.
halves, there's a lot of interesting stuff that we can do in combat. There is a way to use Klingon Balana
Ability ready, Captain.
so that you absolutely
Ability
melt
ready, Captain.
the enemy. They don't stand a chance.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
We're just doing this for the moment.
Ability ready,
typically
Captain.
target the weapons. Once
Moving
the
to attack the
ship's
starboard side,
weapons
Captain.
are destroyed, don't do anything. So we've got torpedoes available. I tend to be very sparing.
Ability
with
ready,
them.
Captain. Enemy
Just
ability ready, Captain.
fired one there. I didn't mean to do that.
Ability ready, Captain.
And we are battering the Marquis here. Oh my gosh. Deactivate the shield generator.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
Yeah, we'll just blow them up instead. Okay, so our shield, our hull is not in the best shape. We could actually look at that. Could start repairing that. I didn't realise it was... Whoop. Okay, we can't repair the hull right now. That's fine. Fly back to the array. So we have picked that sector clean. Don't forget you can scan and choose exactly where you go back to. So in 8 cycles, yeah, we can do this, and we're still going to have plenty of fuel left. That's absolutely fine. All that's happening is that we are essentially racking up science points. Let's give it a save. Okay. I believe that I can defeat you. You can, of course, hire allies by clicking on the bridge, and you can have additional ships help you out, like Talaxians and stuff. But yeah, so the Marquis Raider is just helping us anyway. Instant shield recharge. That. I mean, I think we can do that. That's,
what are your
that's
orders,
a very
Captain?
nice thing to have. What we're going to do... Who's closest? The carrier.
Ability ready, Captain.
Okay.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Again, if they ain't got weapons, they're useless. Don't need to use Balana's skill yet. It's a defensive skill that regenerates
Ability
our
ready, Captain.
shields. Okay. He's
Moving to attack
still
the front,
alive,
Captain.
obviously. But his weapon's gone.
Ability ready, Captain.
Shield generators, I never really specifically
Enemy is surrendered,
target
Captain.
those. Good. Now we've got to do
Moving to attack
this
the
one.
front, Captain.
And again, all we're going to do is just clear out their weapons. Either their weapons or their warp core.
Ability ready, Captain.
Hang on, what am I... Right, you.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
That's my target.
An enemy is fled, Captain.
Right, so the only thing that we've got left now is this carrier.
Moving to attack the
And it's
starboard
big,
side, Captain.
tough, nasty old thing, but doesn't
Ability
matter,
ready,
it can't
Captain.
shoot us, so it's just not going to cause any harm. Harry's skill
Ability
is
ready,
pretty
Captain.
good. The way he drains enemy shields. And you've got some weapons that will punch through shields and cause subsystem damage anyway. So, sure as heck looks like the Raider flew up, crashed into that carrier, but actually it didn't, because you've still got access to it throughout the rest of the game. You can use it as an ally to help you in combat. Now, ideally, if you have built your ship efficiently, you shouldn't need it. Oh yeah, the second caretaker. They never actually visited the second caretaker in the show. The reason that the creators put that in there is so that if the show started tanking and they needed to bring them back to the Alpha Quadrant, they could. They'd just be like, oh look, we found the other caretaker, now let's go back to hang out with Captain Picard and whatever else is going to boost our ratings. They never had to do that. So yeah, people say like, where the heck is the second caretaker? That's they just didn't use her. Now what we can do, we can return home. The very first run through that I did this, I returned home, ignored all of the consequences, told the Marquis crew that they would be going to trial, told Tom Paris, hey, thanks for all your help, by the way, you're going back to prison in New Zealand. It was the Captain Janeway a-hole run through, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not doing that this time. Yeah, so there you go. Couple of different ideas about what we should have done. All very interesting. I don't care. I've made my decision. Oh, you've made an enemy today. I don't care. Kazon are not that badass. Now, Yeah, so we've got that other system that we're going to have to go to. We may as well fill our boots here. We've got... Oh, we've got some brainy stuff. Fantastic. Can we clear a compartment? No. Not that much brainy stuff. What? Let's just have a look. I'm just wondering if we can get rid of somebody. Build another science. No, I wanted to save that specifically for the large hydroponics bay. Okay, alright, well I want to build a second science lab. I want to be racking up that science ASAP. But we'll wait for that, that's fine. Clear this up. Great hull reinforcement, fantastic. That sounds great, but it's not that useful, not really. What do we leave here? Absolutely nothing. Pick that clean. Let's hope that we don't have to go there again. Can we restore our hull? Yes, we can. Let's get cracking with that. So our little work team is going to start working on restoring the hull. You can see that our deuterium is draining at, you know, to the tune of 1 unit per cycle. Oh, did I put Chakotay in charge of the transporter room, haven't I? There you go, we've got a whole bundle new crew. We don't really need to recruit anyone new. Yeah, so everybody's on board the happy ship Voyager. Bundle of accompans. Yeah. You probably can have some dialogue options that kill the crew's morale or whatever, but I think that was a pretty good speech. Oh, that little dig! That little dig about Harry being promoted, I'm sure they put that in there on purpose. So mean. Yeah, we can't. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can trade for some brainy stuff. We might be able to. We got no reason to rush here. Let's go clockwise. Let's get some science. I think that's a much better bet. Yeah. Right, we should certainly now be able to research something else. We're gonna need that. So let's do it. We have to house some more people. That's probably a better bet. Oh, no work crews. Okay, well we'll do that as soon as we can. There you go. Yeah, gotcha. Nothing happening at the moment. Obviously, if everybody is not housed, they start getting a bit grumpy. I kind of like the sound of that. That was weird. I remember that. That's definitely a reference to an episode. It's, if I recall, it's a rather Chakotay heavy episode, so decide for yourselves whether you want to revisit that. But yeah, a moon where people inter their dead. Now for the Mo, we can switch this back to deuterium. Or whatever fuel is called, I can't remember, I keep getting these things mixed up. Okay, we've got a few more people housed, that's very good. But, it is not sufficient. Yeah, let's get that repaired, defo. Definitely. So 360 for the... Okay, yeah, so I know I'm just sort of mumbling a little bit. We're going to stick around just a little longer. Our morale is looking good. We're going to earn a few more. Going to get a bit more morale. See if any trade options come up. We can hang around. I want to go into the next sector with full deuterium. There you go. We've got a trade offer. Is it anything good? No. Great. We'll need that at some point. Just thinking about, some of these things sound great, but you're like, you're not gonna really need them. Combat we want to be much better at. We want to be much more effective at combat. So we're definitely gonna level up that. Let's harvest up all that deuterium. We can save a lot of it in our storage bays. Okay, 70, brilliant. So let's start our research on that. Is there anything else that we could build? Anything else that we can spend our deuterium on? No, I think we've done a very good job of that so far. If we wanted to upgrade that, we'd need some brainy stuff anyway. You know, I think we've just about squeezed everything that we can out of the system. Let's go here. Yeah, and I mean, there you go. We've maxed it out. That's everything for this sector. Everything has been picked clean. We can't store anymore. So, sayonara Ocampo. What should we do? Should we do another sector? Do one more. Kind of in the flow here. Kind of enjoying this.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated personal log,
Tim
Lieutenant
Ross
Tom Paris.
providing some narration there. Bumps up the production values just a little bit. But... So this is where we're talking about food. We've already built the hydroponics bay. Yeah, a little bit of Starfleet marquee tension there. Oh, yeah, Seska. And Jonas is a jackass, but we'll get to that. Right, first things first. What are we going to be looking to do? We're going to be looking really to upgrade the warp core. Can we do that? What do we need for that? Brainy stuff and leaves. So I know that they're not leaves, it's just like that. They're crystals, I guess. We're still repairing our hull, that's very good. I want to get my hands on some brainy stuff right away. I mean, this is right in front of us, so let's go here. Sending an away team immediately. Chakotay in charge. Want to get him leveled up so that he gives a greater boost to our abilities when we have him in charge of the transporter room. So it's suggesting that we bring in Ocampan. Or Kiss then. Not a ton of point in leveling up Balana. Right, we can't store any of that. That's brainy stuff, which we want, and that also is brainy stuff that we want. Do this? This is going to tire out 2 of our people. Let's roll the dice. Flippin' heck. Excellent. I mean, I want that brainy stuff, but I don't really want to try my luck again. So let's just go with the slightly safer option there. Kess, being an Ocampan, is perfect for this particular task. It's silly not to use her, really. So we've got some more deuterium. I would love that because I want the crystals. We don't want to fail the final mission. So even though we haven't got any particular rewards that we can get, we're going to go with that. We're still getting XP, which is very, very welcome. Yeah, man, we are not letting them get away with this. Now, there's just a little something that I want to look at. I know that we're going to need that stuff. That would be... It's not a very sexy thing to research, but we kind of need it. Science Lab 2, that's great. Biolab 2, yeah, we've got a whole bundle of stuff that we want to do here. Just looking to see what my options are. Never upgraded the shuttle bay, never have. I know that if we want to get the Delta Flyer, we've got to. So maybe that is something worth looking at. Yeah, I kind of want that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that I want, really. I'm wondering if we're going to get into a fight. Might well do. Chakotay, why aren't you there, mate? What's he in charge of? The science lab. I kind of want you there. Actually, no, I want you there. Let's have more defense. We've not really got nobody who can go into the base control room. Okay. Really want to unlock those. We'll get to it. So there's just a hall of mirrors. There you go, they tried to hide. They suck. Let's try and beam them on board. Wonderful. Yeah, these poor old guys. Absolutely being ripped apart by their phage. Excellent. Vidian surgical device unlocked in the crew tech tree. Now that is something that is very, very important. In this sector, that is something that you want. Not only are we getting some leaves, crystals, we're getting XP for Catherine Janeway. That Vidian device comes up frequently. You want that. You really, really do. So we're definitely saving there. That is an absolutely fantastic result. We've still got some people that we've got to house. Trade offer, yeah, we'll check that out. I feel like playing it safe. Let's check out that trade offer. No, 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 no. That's terrible. Awful. What's this? What do you want? Alright. I mean, up for that as well. So we can always do that. We've got to get more crystals. Let's see now. Where are we at the moment? What are we looking to do? We are looking to do this. I want to get that holodeck done ASAP as well. Now, one of the things that we do when we activate the life support there and we clear those decks, we can get supplies. What are we looking to do? We're looking to get food. Well, we've got our hydroponics bay working on that. We're using emergency rations at the moment, so we're not using any of the food that we're generating. So we need a Talaxian. That, of course, is Mr. Neelix. What do we got? We've got science and we've got meds. So we could use old Kess, but much more of a call for science here. I think we use Harry Kim. There you go, plenty of food. It's nice that we get that from an away mission. Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Use Mr. Chakotay there. Don't find out what his first name is, do we? That'd be good, but... brainy stuff. Fancy getting my hands on some brainy stuff. She's gathering mushrooms. Yeah, right. Now this I would be very, very keen to do. The chances that we are going to succeed is very low, and the risk is very high. So let's go with the safe option. Our morale is going to be through the roof. We've got a couple of science bits. The main thing is we completed the mission. We bumped up the XP of some important characters. And we got the first point of contention there with Seska. I was getting some mushrooms. Sure you were, honey. Research apple-like fruits at the science lab. Okie dokie. Have we got a hero who we can assign here? You're a good choice. We've got nobody manning the phasers. Oh yeah, shuttle construct. That's not really important. I don't think we can have a hero here. No. Just gotta wait until this is cleared, really, and already in my head I'm thinking about what we need to build. So we've got that stuff being researched. Let's go over here, just while we're high on deuterium. let's start getting some of these supplies that we need. We're burning through it a little bit because we are still fixing the hull. We've built an effing hydroponics bay. Right, so we're being forced to do this. That's fine as soon as we've got a little bit of this. Oh, come on. Crew got injured as well. Not worth it. Okay, we could do with another work crew, couldn't we? Right, we're soon going to be able to build that. Let's crack on and do what we want to do. I'm glad that our hull is almost fully sorted. Oh my gosh. Not enough power. So here's what we've got to think about doing. Obviously, one thing that we've got to do is we've got to bump up the warp core. Great. Yeah, that defo. Anything that's going to get us greater rewards when we do anything is the first thing to go for, as far as I'm concerned. Because you start seeing the rewards straight away. Now, now don't worry. Just while we're doing this, we'll just switch on what we need. Good. A little bit of back and forth thing here. Wait, no, don't dismantle the shuttle. We want to get that battery activated ASAP as well. As soon as we have disassembled that room, we should have enough deuterium to upgrade the mess hall. Yeah. Really the only viable option. We've got some crew getting injured. What have we got? Got 11 crew injured. Still got 14 who need to be housed as well. That sucks. Get that battery online. That's kind of important. Now we might want to come back to this sector. So what we're going to do is going to have a look at what else is out there. Now collect, produce food. I'm wondering if... No, we can't. Alright, I want to get that done ASAP before we start flying off. Yeah, battery power, very, very useful. We can see that our morale is going down. That's not very good for us. So we can go into negative energy just for a bit because we've got those batteries. We've got that battery. That's handy. Got a chance to get some morale there, but I don't think it's worth spending the time doing that. Right, now, what do we need to build? Just straight up, we need some more living quarters. Let's get that mess hall finished. Groovy. What do you want us to do here? Kind of want to keep that as it is. So we've just created something that's draining more power. We'll switch off the shuttle bay in just a tick. Right. And then while we are flying to the next system, that battery is going to be charged. Our work crews are fully active. I could already do another one. Right, just in case we need to come back to that one, we're actually going to leave some of those resources there. It's always handy to have that. Meantime, we are harvesting resources by clearing these rooms. Are we actually doing some research? Yes, we are. Okay, we need some more deuterium, that's fine. That's fine. Not deuterium, whatever it is, the stuff that we use to fix stuff up. We need that. So there you go, we've got 2 people still unhoused. That's fine. I mean, we might well find ourselves taking on new crew and stuff anyway. Looks like a great place for a science lab. So we're going to build another one. Okay, so we've got an option here to use the shuttle. So we just activate it. As long as it doesn't stay activated for a whole cycle, it doesn't actually drain any power. So we switch it on. Switch it off. We're going to want to upgrade the warp core. There you go. We've got a chance to get some food there. That's handy. I can see that the hydroponics bay has cycled again. And you know what we may as well do? Save ourselves some energy. Yes, our morale is taking a small hit, but we can take it. You see that we're running out of storage as well for some of these for some of these resources. We might want another cargo bay. Let's see what we got to work with here. Here first. And we'll grab that food on the next planet. Yeah, this is the only option that we've got. Potentially a chance that we were going to get some people injured. I'm glad that that didn't happen. Hey, Io. Lishu, sorry. One of my cats come to join, offering guest commentary here. Tell you what we could do, just because... Yeah, we'll do that. We're not using that to store any deuterium at the moment, so... Yeah, this is it. We are now doubling the amount of science points that we want. I want another one, actually. I want another... another science lab, which I might build on that deck. What do we got? This is some crazy stuff. Good. We got the best that we could. Kazon Nistrim, they're the bad boys. They're the aggressive Kazon. Stupidly aggressive Kazon. Handily enough, they are right there. Now, we might well find ourselves getting into a bit of a punch-up. I'm kind of okay with. I think we can hashtag handle it. Gotta stop saying that. It's such a stupid thing to say. A lot of really good stuff in there. Where's transporter room 2? Yeah, we've got that. That's good. Navigational deflector 2. I think that does come up soon. How about we... Oh. Let's get cracking with that. That's some good stuff. There. Upgrade the warp core. Yeah, we definitely do that. Oh, we've got a new trade offer. Let's remember that we've got that first up. So what have we got? We've got an awful lot of science, an awful lot of tech. Who is the best to bring along? Could be Mr. Neelix. I think actually Neelix... let's bring Kess. This is a weird little group of unpopular characters, isn't it? Well, yeah, I want the brainy stuff, and I want the science points. So let's use Kess. Actually, gonna use Kess again. There's a chance. Yeah, see, there you go. Do we need fuel? Well, we kind of do, but there's not a ton of... I don't think that we're so desperate for fuel that we need to risk that greater chance that we're going to fail that mission, so... that's fine. Morale, I'm not actually that bothered about. Now, even though a character is fatigued, you can still use them. So you just saw us do that there. Chakotay, definitely leveling up. The more he levels up, the more useful he is on away missions. And the more skilled he is, the more he affects your ability on away missions. So you want to keep on sending him on away missions to make him better at sending people onto away missions. I was picking mushrooms. The Kazon ambushed me. Oh, absolute Cardassian crap. Oh yeah, I can't give blood, and I was collecting mushrooms, and yeah, you just... yes, so we got a Kazon patient. That Vidian medical device comes in clutch early on. Let's give this a save, just because we are barreling along at a pretty good rate. What do we need to do? We still need to get more food, so let's just... That's our objective. Just a little bit shy there of what we need. I mean, what we could do... Okay, so we're not actually storing any additional deuterium. Let's... Okay, let's not do that. Now, if we need to ditch food... Yeah, we can... If we need to ditch food for deuterium, we're definitely going to take that. Excellent. Another science lab. Very, very helpful. Surprised the B'Elanna can't man the phasers, but she can't. So. Well, our energy is going down. I'm wondering if we would do well to build another battery. We've not researched that yet. Okay. Okay. We're going to want that as well. We're going to want to upgrade... Going to want to upgrade the warp core ASAP. Let's keep everything active for the moment, just because we can. Could have activated a shuttle, but okay, that wasn't so great. We've only got to get a dash more flipping food, and we've completed this objective. So let's just get to it. We don't have an energy dissipator room, so we can't have that really good option there. There you go. Morale goes sky high. Craft the expander in there. Oh, that's something that we can switch off when we're not using it. Remember that. We can switch that off as well, save just a little bit of energy. And then once we've built whatever the crap this is, we will switch that off. Yeah, so we could actually switch that off too. I still want to keep getting all of that science. Great. What should we go for now? I'm gonna go for this. It's a little bit out of the way, but we're just sort of killing time. This is a way to do something a bit constructive as we do that. Let's go for this because we haven't got the power really for the what's called the observation lounge, so there's no point in researching that just yet. Switch this on. Oh my gosh, what a huge drain on power. But we're going to just switch the damn thing off again. Okay, lost due to full storage. That's a bit of a mistake I made there. Let's get the mission done. Oh. What did I forget to do? So, actually, I could switch that off. The ability to trade comes in very handy if you really, really need something. If you're really, really short of something and you don't know how else to get it, it can be useful. But generally speaking, it's not a great. I don't tend to use the trade option that much. No, buddy. Yeah, with you, Janeway. Okay, so survivalist is handy. I was going to bring Chakotay anyway. Looks like we've got that classic mix of science and especially technology. I think Balana, this could be one for you. Let's do it. I do like that you can see your stats at the top there. We can see that we've got, yeah, we can see how everything is. Let's just use Balana to do this. Again, it's only really the last mission that you've got to worry about whenever you're doing something like this, but yeah, I mean, that's great. The main thing is, I mean, getting some fuel, which we can't really store much of. Yeah, I mean, let's do that. That's the biggest rewards that we've got, the best chance we've got. Critical success, that's fantastic. I don't know if that means that you get more XP, but everyone's coming along nicely. Again, Chakotay is the numero uno. Well, yeah, we got a slender chance of understanding what that is. It's funny you don't get an option there to either say, yes, I want you to investigate or not. Usually it's the kind of thing where it would give us a choice, but... I'm going to save it. We've got a little bit of time to kill while we wait for that investigation. What do we want to do? Let's get some more of that. Taking a bit of a safe option there, I know. Yeah, she's Bajoran. We don't trust her. Right, so we've got a chance to get somebody on board. I think maybe I should use Chakotay, because we've got a good chance. I would typically want to use... Right, it's annoying. You can actually have that guy as a crew member. I've got him in another playthrough, but stuff it. That's what's happened. Yeah, Seska's pretty obviously the traitor. Hey, Lishu, Cat's come to join me. I think that's so irresponsible. But right, so yes, we want to be able to defend ourselves. Shield hacking is great, but I want to be
What are your
able
orders,
to
Captain?
restore my shields as much as possible. Now what we're going to do... Who's closest?
Moving
Target
to attack
your
the front,
weapons.
Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
We sit here just for a sec, just to make it so that we know that all of our
Ability ready, Captain.
abilities are charged.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
They tend to sort of fan out a little bit. So we'll go after this one, and the other two shouldn't be able to attack us, or at least won't attack us as easily.
Ability ready, Captain.
Oh, should have done that after I used Balana's skill. Well,
Ability ready. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed,
okay, weapons
Captain.
are almost destroyed. That's fine.
Moving to defend the aft, Captain.
We'll get those shields back online with Balana's ability.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
So we've got slight damage.
Ability ready, Captain.
Fixed up. So we haven't got a good angle on their weapons. That's what I was really hoping to attack.
Ability ready, Captain.
Yeah, defo.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Got a clear
Enemy is surrendered,
angle
Captain.
on them. Okay, they have surrendered.
Moving to attack the front,
Go to
Captain.
their weapons. Let's get our shields back up. I don't want to be taking any damage. See, when you take damage, you have to repair it.
Ability. Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready,
See that we
Captain.
haven't got our photon torpedoes active.
Moving to attack the
Fine.
port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
The fact is, there's just...
An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Yeah, of course they do, because they can't do anything. And it's just
Moving
one of
to
those
attack
things,
the
as
port
soon as
side,
you've got their weapons destroyed, then they're useless. They fly around you all they want. This should get us
Ability
some nice
ready,
resources,
Captain.
because this was a very tough fight.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
I didn't want to say that enemy shield's destroyed. It just means that you've got the shield down. The shield generator is not actually destroyed. Okay. Yeah, Carrie and Balana. Kiss and make up. we're going to stay. I mean, look at that. We've barely explored any of this. So, I'm going to be noodling around. I'm going to be... No, don't worry about that. That's the story 1, essentially. Damn it. Can upgrade that soon. Let's get you there for now. As soon as that's repaired, we can upgrade it. There's not a ton of point doing much else. I'll tell you what we do need. Might seem completely useless at the moment, however... it's actually really, really handy. While we're at it, we're gonna want more phases, we're gonna want more shields. We're gonna just hold on sort of to what we've got at the moment. Soon as engineering is repaired, we're gonna upgrade it, of course. I kinda like the observation lounge, I'm gonna build it. Torpedoes. Okay, so we haven't got anything there that we could otherwise use. No. It's got some quarters damage, that's no good. Save that for the observation deck. Yes, we want that done. We need another work crew, don't we? I tell you what we might do, we might explore some more of this because we might find... we might find that we need to come back here for some reason. That can happen. Alright, we're running low on fuel, so let's switch that off. Cargo bay offline. We can definitely afford that. What I'm thinking that we do... stock up on a bit more fuel. Get that from here. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, that's great. I do want to repair the hull, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Just because I want to save up so that we can get our warp core done. Oh, Balana, you fixed that very nicely. So, I want someone really good there. Tell you what, that can go off for the moment because we haven't got anyone who's sick. Always make sure that you've got these places heroed up. Oh, did I just drag you? What am I doing? I think all my sciencey people are in useful places. Actually, we're at 0 threat, so I'm going to go for that. Let's get a bit more fuel, and then we're going to explore these other sectors, because I'm sure that there's something useful there. Send a shuttle. It happens. We're definitely going to get that shuttle back. At the moment we're draining the batteries. Can we afford that? Yeah, not a problem, not really. Let's cut our losses there, and let's see what we can find here. So obviously there might be additional plot lines that we haven't uncovered yet. Yeah, I've got to do that at some point. There might be resources that we need. Oh, this is wonderful. Investigate right away. Got a chance to get another hero and everything. So we switched off stellar cartography. Again, we've got a chance to get a hero here. Come on, man, I want that warp core bumped up. Since we're right here, let's see what we can get from this. Actually, no, we'll wait until our shuttle is ready. We'll go this way. Great, we're not going to need that for the moment. Get those batteries charged. Why are we losing deuterium? Oh yeah, of course, because we're building. Switch that off just for the mo. I'm well aware that we are very low on food. That's fine. We'll switch back to replicator rations if we have to. Hydroponics bay. Kind of really want the large hydroponics bay. That's kind of what we're after. Tell you what we might need to do. I think we've got to start looking at combat. I would love another science lab, but we can't really sort that out at the moment. Hull got damaged. That sucks, but it's okay. Excellent. Got some crystals over there, very handy. Enter the ship. Okay, that's alright. Just... it's fine. It's fine, fine. Good. Now we've got nearly 100... Let's see, before we do anything else, let's just see if we can upgrade the warp core. Not quite essential just yet, but it certainly will be. Please, shuttle, don't blow up. Thank you. Oof, we lost one due to storage inefficiencies. Right, I'm happy to switch that back on. Balana a better hero? Yes. Just by a smidge. Okay, we're very, very close to being able to do that. Let's save. Let's check out this wormhole. Running on emergency batteries, that's fine. Let's go for the supersized probe. switching this back on just while we've got to do something, essentially. That can switch off for a moment. I don't want to go too far. Excellent. Don't need to switch it on to level 2 just yet. We've got the option. Food or geranium? I mean, it's geranium, man. Excellent. Excellent. Sue flippin' herb. Right, we just need some brainy stuff. Oh, there's some brainy stuff right the way over there. I don't want to go all the way over there, because we might miss the option. Tell you what we will do. Well, we've got an abundance of that stuff. We'll go here as well. Excellent. Very good. Craft a modified probe. Yeah, I mean, we've got one left, so let's go back to where we need to be. Got a chance to get a hero here. Can get him on board the ship. I did it in my previous run through. We want to use Janeway. She's only at level 2, but we want to use her in every situation that we can so that we can get some XP for her. Linked beaming. That was in science, wasn't it? We've got to, yeah, we've got to research that. Fine. I know that that comes in handy later anyway. Now I'm looking at our fuel levels, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. How long does it take to do that? Try and nip over here. Taking a bit of a risk. We've got to have that fuel. Okay, let's have a look at the ship, because we are burning through... Okay, because we've got the shuttle bay on. We're going to want that for this. Okay, good. Switch it off. I want to get back to that wormhole soon as well, very soon. So we're going to grab this and we're going to head on back. If we switch the shuttle bay off, we can't build a shuttle bay. That can go off. That can go off, that's fine. Tell you what, we'll take a slight detour, we'll go here. Okay. Talk to the Romulan scientist. Will do. Right. Yeah, that's fine. That's gonna happen. That's actually okay, I'm fine. We can take a bit of a morale hit for the moment. so we beamed a Romulan across to us through the wormhole. He's from the past. Okay, we've got some issues here. What's our best chance to modify and focus a harmonic field on the thingamajig? Now I think if we do this, I think he joins the crew. Screw it. He wants to go back. I think this is what gets him. Yeah, so that sucks. We did not get him on our crew. We did get the XP and stuff. It was probably considered success. Could have done better, but there you go. That's the result. Now, what do we need? We need some bloody fuel, don't we? Let's go there. Running on emergency batteries. Fuel. Don't know this or that. It's fine. Didn't realise we weren't building a shuttle. Nice. That's fine. Not leaving without these resources. Yeah. I can't remember what the promise was, but we broke it. I want to get those rooms unlocked, I really do. Okay, this is... So the morale is just... It's absolutely killing us at this point, so... Let's get it back. Yeah, gotcha. Some crew got injured, but it's okay. We've got a sick bay. It's going to be fine. Oh, did we complete the battery? Can we squeeze by on tier 1? Wow, how did that get damaged? Oh, no, that's why I'm going crazy. How are we doing for fuel and stuff like that? Absolutely fine. The batteries are... Oh, because we have that switch. We can maintain this. What I might do... I think we've got plenty of those for the moment. We switch that off. Put that in there. I think we've got everywhere being... Don't need to worry about that. There's not actually any risk. Let's get some brainy stuff. Switch it off until we need it. Oh, could we have used the shuttle for that? Yes, we could have done. Okay, we've got one more sector that I think is worth checking out. You see that our people are little miserable. Okay, they're gonna have to stay miserable. It's fine. Not worth it. So I don't like my morale dipping this much, but as soon as we jump to a new sector, their misery will essentially reset, and you can easily get the morale back, so it's not as big a deal as it kind of looks. If it's only one cycle away, let's do that. I'm not desperate for it, so let's just use the safer of the two methods. Okay, so what we can do is switch this on. Don't need this. No. Yeah, we should be well set for deuterium and everything when we go into the next sector. I really want to clear that. Get the batteries charged, we'll get our deuterium saved up, all of that stuff ready for the next sector. That's exactly what I wanted. Now this, of course, that will get us resources by clearing the room, obviously. Sensor resources. Yes, that's very useful. We need some more brainy stuff for that. Probably going to want a not using that for the moment. In fact, we're not using that. Let's charge up them batteries, shall we? Food is good. Yeah, morale is taking a hit. I'm well aware. We're gonna get that back when we go to the next sector. Gonna get that morale all the way back. They'll be grumpy as hell. It'll be fine. 3 crew injured. Suppose I could have been switching off the sick bay, couldn't I? Just in case. Yeah, that seems like the moralistic thing to do. Nucleonic bio bed unlocked in the crew tech tree. I've never seen that before. Nucleonic bio bed. That's bloody handy. Huh. What do you know, doing the right thing really, really paid off. Okay, now we got to think about setting ourselves up for the next sector. Let's get the last of these, and then we are going to skedaddle, and I think that will be the end of the video. Yeah, I want to take the safe option. I know, boring, but so safe that we didn't get a damn thing from it. Okay, not a great lot of brainy stuff there, but let's just see what we've got. Let's go back. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in flying just for one little bit of that stuff. We could go here. Lots of deuterium, lots of brainy stuff. I think that's something that we would have to do. This is where we would have to consider our morale. Is it worth going back here? I think it is. Going to be getting science points and researching. Yeah, so yeah, got this done as well. That's absolutely fantastic. Let's start clearing all of this stuff. Need another work crew. I think it will go here. I want a large hydroponics bay. Oh, but I tell you what we've got to do. It's easy to overlook. Got to make ourselves more combat efficient, or we're gonna get our butts handed to us. We really are. I know what the next couple of sectors are like. We want to get ahead of ourselves as far as that kind of stuff goes. Otherwise, you're asking for trouble. Boy, oh boy, are we really, really draining some energy. That's switched off. What is it that's taking up all this energy? The biolab doesn't help. You know what? This will. Yeah, we've got some additional storage, so that's good. Clearing out these rooms, wonderful way to get some supplies. Let's clear that out. We're going to put another workstation there. Just to work our way through that deck. Okay. More brainy stuff. Well, I love that you can now see what each of those things is doing. Bring me stuff, please. Okay, fine. could... We'll go past that repair station, I guess. We just sort of see. We got a little bit of hull damage. Let's just see. No, that's not worth it. No, none of that's worth it. Terrible, terrible deals. Let's pause that. Let's just get somebody onto doing it the old-fashioned way. These ain't particularly sexy, but they need to be done. Okay, we're burning through way too much fuel at the moment. Can we leave that free for the moment, actually? Just... Definitely going to want that, definitely going to want that. Should be able to easily meet that that request. I think it's worth it just taking this quick little jaunt over here. I like putting the observation bay here. You can only really have one observation bay. You can build multiples, but it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's keep having those guys repairing that hull. I think that's worth doing. Let's not risk any particular damage. Food is not an essential resource. It's very, very nice to have. Oof. Well, well, well. 10 cycles away, that would be 300. Is this worth it? I think so. Yeah, I know. I mean, the morale is really starting to get hammered now, but it's fine. In the meantime, we can spend time doing all of this kind of stuff. Photon torpedoes, don't tend to use them that much. What do we want? We wanted the... Never did get around to those Busar collectors. I'm going to get around to those now, because otherwise I just won't get around to them. Just means that we are using our energy a lot more efficiently. Holodeck, yeah, that's really, really nice to have. Large hydroponics bay, we're going to want that. Wow, got here just in the nick of time, right? Okay, I'm glad that worked. I'm in some real trouble if it didn't. Poor crew got injured. That's fine. Got a chance to bump our morale up there. So that's not making a huge dent as far as our morale goes, but it will do. when we go to somewhere where people just aren't as bloody miserable as they are now. Yeah. Let's go here first. Good. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a morale boost before we head into the next sector. Ah, yeah, well, they're unhappy about everything, aren't they? No. Okay, we just tanked our morale. Okay, we're into the next sector, and the story will continue from here. Wow, 126 minutes. This game gets very addictive. But I think that we will call that a journey there. I'm really glad that I could share it with you, and I hope to catch you in the next video.
Log,
I'll be streaming again soon.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris.
But for now, bye-bye.